All right, let's dive into one of the trickiest parts of English grammar. If you've ever felt like you're just guessing when it comes to prepositions, well, you're in the right spot. Today, we're building a tool to help you navigate it all. We're calling it the prepositional compass.
I mean, have you ever just stopped and wondered, am I at the office, in the office, or, I don't know, on the office? If you have, you are definitely not alone. Little words like at, in, and on can feel like a maze that's just designed to trip us up.
But what if you had a tool that could point you in the right direction every single time? Well, that's exactly what we're going to put together today. Think of this less like a grammar lesson and more like your own personal compass, built to help you use these words with total confidence. So let's get into it. First up, any good compass has to tell you where you are, right? So let's start with finding your position. And our first point on the compass is all about pinpoint accuracy. We're talking about the preposition at. So what's the deal with at? Well, the best way to think about it is like dropping a pin on a digital map. It marks one single, super specific point. It's not about being inside something or on top of something. It's about being precisely at that one location or that one moment in time. And you see this idea in action everywhere. We use at for a precise point in space, like let's meet at the corner, or when you're right there in front of something. I am at the door. And what's really cool is how it works for time too. It marks a specific moment. The show starts at 9 p.m. It's all about that pinpoint precision. Okay, so we've pinpointed our location with AT, but sometimes you need to describe your position in a broader way. Our compass has two more tools for this, and it's a classic pair that often gets mixed up, in and on. Now, this is where a lot of people get tangled up, but the difference is actually really simple when you boil it down. In is for being in an enclosed space, literally inside something that has borders. On is for a surface or a platform. Think of it as being on top of something. Let's take a closer look at in. It works for simple things, right? The keys are in the box, but it also works for much larger spaces. He is in the building. We even use it for private transport, where you're physically inside the vehicle. I'm in a car. And here's a cool one. We use it for moods, almost like you're contained inside that feeling. She is in a good mood. And now for on. It's all about surfaces. The book is on the table. It's also for platforms, which, by the way, explains why we say get on the bus or on the train. You're stepping onto it. We also use it for specific 24-hour periods, like a day. The meeting is on Friday. And really, for anything that's attached to a surface, the sticker is on the laptop. Okay, we have totally figured out how to find our position. But a compass doesn't just tell you where you are. It helps you figure out where you're going. It helps you choose a direction. And that's where our next preposition, to, comes in. The easiest way, I think, to remember to is to just picture an arrow. It's always pointing forward, showing movement toward a destination, or showing a connection between two different things. And this whole arrow idea is surprisingly flexible. You've got the obvious physical movement, I'm going to the store, but it can also show movement through time, like it is 10 to 5, as in there are 10 minutes until you arrive at 5 o'clock. And really importantly, it shows connections between people. Please speak to me. In every single case, there's an arrow pointing from one thing to another. But direction isn't just about where you're headed, it's also about why you're going there in the first place. And our compass has one more really important setting for that: finding your purpose with the word for. So here's the key difference. If to is the where, then for is the why. It's the preposition you use to talk about purpose. It answers the question why by showing the benefits, the motives, or the reasons behind something. And our source material had this fantastic pro tip that makes using for so much easier. It's a simple two-step process. First, you use for with a noun when you're talking about a benefit or a reason. And second, you use for with a verb ending in ing to explain the specific purpose of an action or an object. Let's see this two-step rule in the wild. For a benefit, this gift is for you. For a motive, he did it for love. For a reason, using a noun, a ticket for the concert. And here it is, that ing rule, explaining purpose. This key is for opening the door. See? It's a simple but really powerful little rule. All right, we've made it. We've gone through all the key functions of our compass, finding our position, choosing a direction, and understanding our purpose. We've pretty much reached our destination for this explainer, so let's put it all together one last time before you head out on your own. And here it is, your prepositional compass, all in one quick guide. You've got at for a specific point, in for an enclosed space, on for a surface, to for movement or connection, and for purpose or reason. This is your go-to cheat sheet you can always come back to.
So there you have it. You are no longer lost when it comes to these 5 crucial prepositions. You've got the tool, you get the ideas behind them, you have the compass, you know the way.
And that just leaves one last question. You have the compass. Where will you go next? Thanks for joining me for this explainer.
Hello, it's Rod's friend here, Gino from Real Everyday English. Sorry for interrupting your video. I just want to make a quick recommendation that you subscribe to Rodrigo's channel. He's an amazing guy, he's so humble, he's so dedicated, and he creates absolutely fantastic content. See you people soon. Bye-bye. God bless.